Hi, how are you doing? I'm Gav from Gav's Journal Weight Loss. Time for another Friday update then, update number 57 this week. Before I get started, just to explain this thumbnail, I am not a doctor, I am not medically trained. All I do is share my experience and my journey so far on weight loss medication and try to bring you the best advice I possibly can. Alright, I've got to put that out there. Start things off in the usual, we're going to start off with Gavy's News, where we're going to dive into what's in the press at the moment to do with weight loss medication. So let's get things underway then with this. First thing I've got for you in the press this week is this. Urgent health warning after 6 cases of liver damage linked to unapproved weight loss drug. A trend surrounding unregistered weight loss drug has triggered a health alert after several people in Victoria were hospitalised with liver damage. Since January, 6 cases of acute liver injury were recorded in Victoria among users of the unapproved peptide product. Labelled as retatrutide or Reta, these products have been purchased online, through friends, through social media accounts. Victoria's Chief and Health Officer, Dr. Caroline McElney, said on Friday, retatrutide is an experimental drug not approved for sale as a safe medical product in Australia. It is marketed widely online as muscle growth, fat loss, recovery of anti-aging. Investigations are ongoing, however, it is believed similar cases may have been reported in some other Australian jurisdictions. This is also the case, guys, in the UK and I think everywhere around the world. This has not been approved yet, all right? It's by the makers of Eli Lilly that brought us Mounjaro. It's still under testing. It shouldn't be out there. Guys, stay away from it. I've done a bit of research on it. If it does get approved, it's going to be a fantastic weight loss medication. But until it's approved, my advice is to stay as far away from it as possible. We don't want liver damage. We don't want any problems. We're on this medication journey to be the better us than we were before and feel good about ourselves. We don't want to be causing ourselves any injury whatsoever. That's not what we're doing this for. So it hasn't been approved. My best advice is to stay away from it. It really, really is. Also in the press for you this week, I've got this. I lost 8 stone with weight loss jab. I got the warning signs, then a brutal diagnosis. A mum who resorted to weight loss jabs in an attempt to shed pounds has explained the brutal aftermath. Hayley Davis, who stands 5 foot tall, weighed 14 stone 2 pound and wore a dress size 20 when she initially tried slimming jabs in November 2024. In 1 month, the 37-year-old lost over a stone and dropped a dress size. With her appetite vanishing completely, she said, as the pounds continued to drop off, Hayley became obsessed and started upping her dose, occasionally injecting herself 2 or 3 times weekly rather than once. The official advice strongly encourages users not to do this and people to seek medical advice before taking weight loss jabs. I had a very active lifestyle and I had been on so many diets, but nothing, truly nothing helped. So I decided to try weight loss jabs. When I started the injections, I didn't think I'd lose that much. It felt like another fad and something to try. However, soon I got the warning signs. She said the weight kept falling off, and when it started to stay the same, I would take another jab, often jabbing 2 or 3 times in a week. That was my first warning sign that I didn't pick up on. The scales and my clothes were visibly showing I'd lost weight, but in my head and eyes I still looked big. Hayley has also endured extreme hair loss, painful gallbladder flare-up, and recurrent urinary tract infections so serious that have affected her kidneys. She is now under the care of an eating disorder clinic, slowly recovering and rebuilding her relationship with food. Guys, it took me 10 years to put the weight on. If it takes me 10 years to take the weight off, I'm happy with that. It's not going to fall off overnight. We don't want it to fall off overnight because we don't want to be having loose skin and whatever. So we want to be doing it gradually and healthy. It's as simple as that. That's what we're on this journey for. Obviously, Hayley had the consequences of what she did, and it's not advised. If it says to take 1 a week, then it's 1 a week, unless we're told otherwise. That's what we follow. Again, we're on this journey to improve our lifestyles and to be the better us, not injure ourselves in any way. So as from the first report, if it's not approved, stay away from it. And if you have got approved medication, just do what it says on the box, and we can't go too far wrong, really, can we? So that's my advice for you on that, all right? Normally now I'd go into messages of the week, but before that I want to show you a video from the Facebook group from a guy called AD, who is a big follower on the Facebook group and this channel. Have a look at this and I'll explain all after. What is recommended? I I've done a video on that, guys. It's this one right here.
I'll show you, Gav, where mine is. Come with me. Do, 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 do. Mine is in the fridge. I'm doing your trick now, trying to work one-handed. There it is in this little case. Anybody wants one of these cases, I got it off Temu. Very cheap. Back in the fridge, and temperature is a 5. Oh shit, I lost missing out on Gav's video. I'll remind you. See you in a bit.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for that, AD. If you wonder where that came from the Facebook group. If you want to join that, you're more than welcome to join the community on there and join the fun as well. It'd be brilliant to have you on there. Yeah, it blows my mind. Obviously, I sit and record these views each week, and I kind of, in a strange way, forget that it ends up around the world on your televisions and your tablets and your phones and things like that. But for AD to interact with that video is just absolutely brilliant. Wandering off to the fridge, showing us that he's got his storage box in the fridge, and then coming back and letting out a bit of a swear. Apologies for that one. And say, oh, sorry, I've missed you, Gav. I'll wind it back. Just brilliant. Obviously, I never see those side of things. If you've got more videos like that and you want to maybe be on a future video, maybe we'll make it a bit of a thing, then on the Facebook groups where you have to go to show that, and you can also show you before and after pictures of how you're looking now and how you were at the start and whatever, and just, yeah, join the community on it. It's always great to see you guys interact with each other. Really, really, yeah, it's amazing. So thank you for taking the time to do that. And AD, thank you for giving me permission to show your house and your video to everybody. Thank you, really appreciate it. So moving on then to this, message of the week. Message of the week this week comes from Mark R, and it says, thanks for another informative video, Gav. I agree with your news story around keeping Mounjaro cool. Mine is always in the fridge when not in use, and I have taken the pen to Malaysia and Indonesia, no worries. Yeah, all right, rub it in. Blimey, I've never been there, but 2 places, yeah, I'll add them to my wish list, places I want to go and see. I've got a cooler storage built for pens from Amazon and works like a treat for transit. Brilliant, mate, good to hear that. It even has a thermometer to assist with knowing what the actual temperature is, and then once I get to the hotel, it goes into the fridge and go into the cooler and fridge. Good boy. That's what I like to hear. Stay cool. You keep rocking and rolling, and I can't wait for the warmer weather to come over here in Ost again. Now, I'm not too sure what Ost is. I'm going to guess Australia, maybe. Put in the comments if you can tell me exactly where you are, but it's warm over here. It's been warm over here a very, very long time. But I'm taking this because the winter for me just gone was freezing. And I've never been cold in the winter, but now losing the weight, winters to me affect me big, big time. So thank you, Mark, for your message, and everybody, again, for the Facebook group and the interaction on the comments on here. It makes it all worthwhile making the videos, guys. So thank you so much. So moving on then to a bit about me. Right, so today I've been to the doctors for a yearly MOT and service. Is there any life left in me? Well, apparently yes. I'm going to do a video on this in the future so you can hear all about it. I don't have all the results as yet. I've got to go back next week for the final results. So I've done a blood test and urine sample. I had to lay on the couch where they tested my feet, put some gel on my feet, see if there's a heartbeat. Whether you're all aware, there is actually a heartbeat everywhere in our feet. So they were checking to check there's a heartbeat all the way around there as well. And then using this, I don't know what you want to call it, really some sort of metal pen to test my feeling in my feet all around as well and check there was life there as well. So I'm going to give you all the results on that when I've got a full rundown on that, and blood pressure check as well in a future video coming up, guys, as well. So fingers crossed that is going to also be a massive impact on my life, as well as the weight loss, the way we feel and everything. It's all part of the journey, as you all know. So weight loss for me then. So last week it was 6.1 stone loss, 38 kilograms, 85 pounds. And this week, no change, guys. No change. Still at 6.1 stone, 38 kilograms, 85 pounds. But it's not a gain. Every week it's not a gain. I have never gained since I've been on this journey. So I'm going to take that. Why it's not shifting at the moment, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm filling myself up like a wishing well full of water every day because it's so hot to keep hydrated. I don't know. Still doing the gym. Already been down to 10 mile already this week. So yeah, I shall keep that up and keep going, and just hopefully the weight loss will continue to keep coming off. As usual, no Monday video at the moment, but like I just said, I will get a video out to you very, very soon on a full rundown on my MOT and service check and how all that went, but I need to get the results back on that. The Monday videos, and there's a lot more lined up for you coming in the future, but other than that, I will be back next Friday for another update as usual. I'm going to leave you guys in the same way that I always do, all right, and that's take care of yourselves, look after everybody around you, and together we'll make this world a better place. See you next week, guys. Take care.